Awesome. All right. Our theme today is going to focus on hip mobility. So let's start by aligning ourselves, feet under hips, start to engage the inner thighs, engage the core, lift the rib cage up off the waist, making a ton of space here for your diaphragm. Roll your shoulders back, back of the head over the back of the spine. Inhale. And big exhale. Let's start by doing a hip circle march to start warming up those hips, start working through that hip joint, lifting the knee up tall, keeping the head and shoulders upright, not bending forward. As we bring that knee up, try to get a full circle through the hip joint. Circle. Nice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, let's finish our warm up with a gate swing. So start with our feet in parallel, step way out, swing down, hands on thighs, bring it up, swing up to the side, bring it up. Nice. Getting really deep into that squat, pushing down on the thighs to stand up. If you'd like, you can turn this into a jump and in and jump. So stick with whatever level works for you. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come back to center, shake it out. Let's pick up our weights to start our arm series. Let's start with a standing upright row, feet parallel, under the hips, core engaged, tall spine, tall shoulders, upright row. Leading with the elbows. The weight is hugging the body up the front. Nice. Just starting with this nice full range motion in an up and a down. For 4, 3, shoulder blades tucked into your back pockets. 2, and 1. Let's come up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3. So keeping the shoulders away from the ears, keeping those shoulder blades running down the back. 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3. 2 more like this. Last one like this. Now 3 up, 1 down, 3 up and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and down. Bring hands up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Getting your shoulder blades into this action here. Pulsing the shoulder blades together to lift those arms up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come into a fly in a rear lunge. So we'll have one knee slightly bent, other leg straight, heel pushing back, hinged at the hips, straight line top of the head down to that heel. Roll the shoulder blades back. We'll fly. 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 Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Keeping the head in line. Lift. Lift. Think about pushing that heel back. So not only are you getting some good glute engagement on the front leg, You're getting a nice stretch on the back calf. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch legs. Arms up, down, 2, 3. Up, down, 2, 3. Up, down, 2, 3. Nice stretch on that back leg. Squeeze the glute on your front leg to make sure you feel it engaging. Core is still strong. 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Last 1, 1, 2, 3. Legs meet. Pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Roll those shoulders, shake the arms. Let's get ready to do a front raise, do a front crossover. So again, feet parallel, right under the hips, strong core, shoulder blades down in your back pockets. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Trying to get just up to shoulder height. We're not going any higher. Feeling the nice strong alignment staying. Body not swaying front to back. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Now we're going to come up and cross down, cross other side, and down, cross. So this is bringing the chest into it a little bit. Still a lot of shoulders. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Cross and down, cross and down. Nice job. Cross and down. Keep going. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Rise up, cross, 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 cross for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's come into a drawbridge and tricep combination. So for this drawbridge, your elbows are super open. You don't want them forward of your body. You want them even with your shoulders. Elbows parallel to the floor. Drawbridge. Lift up tricep. Open drawbridge. Lift up tricep. So for the tricep, you're trying to keep those elbows as close together as possible. For the drawbridge, you're getting the elbows as open as possible. Open drawbridge, lift up tricep. Drawbridge and tricep, nice. Really controlled on this drawbridge, strengthening that shoulder rotator, not challenging it in the sense of a sudden movement. Down, up, back, down, up, back, 4, back, 3, back, 2, back. Last 1. Let's stay up here. Triceps, strong core, tall spine for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, 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 pulse. Elbows narrow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out. Put those weights to the side. We are ready to come to the bar for our bar series. Let's lift. Let's get our bar in place. We are going to start with an attitude front to back. So if you have a ball or a rolled up towel that you want to use, you can use that for positioning. Otherwise, you can just maintain that bent knee. So again, we're working on hip mobility. So for our attitude, we have our standing foot in first position, knee of the other foot pointed out. We're going to go back to front, back to front. So feeling that full range of motion through the hip, lift, back, lift, and back, lift, and back, lift, and back. Nice job. Trying to keep that heel up in the air in the front, knee up in the air in the back. Keep coming through for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in front, cross back, cross front, cross back. Keeping that knee pointing out, tall standing position, out, front, and back for 4, 3, 2, oops. Last one. Set it down. Let's get ready to go to the other side. So ball behind you if you'd like. Obviously, I've demonstrated that that's not necessarily that effective. Front to back, front to back. Tall spine, head right at the top of your spine. Nice posture here, keeping that knee pointed out. Standing foot staying in that first position. Back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the front. Cross front, back, keeping that hip rotation open, knee pointing out. Feel it in the standing leg. Something about that is not working. Feel it in the standing leg. Cross, 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 cross for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. So we are crossing to the outside. Let's get ready to do our curtsy lunge. So we can have our hips crossing across the center of the body. So 1 foot, standing foot next to the bar. We're going to come and curtsy, kick out. Curtsy, kick out. So for the curtsy, your hips are staying oriented to the front of the room, squeezing those thighs together. Curtsy and out. Curtsy and out. Nice job. Coming down. Just a gentle lifting of the leg. We're not kicking. We're doing a lift, cross, lift, and cross. 2 more. Lift, cross, lift, cross. Stay down here. We pulse, pulse, pulse. Straight up and down. See if we can, there we go. Straight up and down. Pulse, squeezing those thighs together. Back foot cross behind, hip square. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, balance. If you can, lift that front heel. The back heel should already be lifted. Holding here, squeeze those thighs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up. Step it in, shake it out. Getting ready to do the other side. Let's plant this standing foot next to the bar. Curtsy, leg lift, curtsy, leg lift, keeping those hips square, not opening them toward that back foot. Curtsy and lift, curtsy and lift, curtsy, curtsy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay down here. Pulse, pulse. Realign your spine, re-engage your core. We're going to be here for a minute, so we have time to work on our posture and alignment for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up. If you can, lift that front heel. Squeeze your thighs together for balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Rise it up, shake it out. Let's come into a first position plie series to finish out our bar work. Facing the bar, feet out at about a 45-degree angle, knees tracing right over those feet. You should see your big toes on the inside of your legs. Just a gentle plie to start. Tall spine, engaged core. Let's alternate lifting a heel. Lift, lift, lift. Nice job. Lift, lift. Other heel stays on the floor. Lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels up. Walk together. Lock your heels together. Down and up. Let's start shallow right now. So still a demi plie, even though we're up on our toes. Down and up. Strong control. Lifting up tall at the end. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're not going to be done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying in this demi. Come down, grand, demi, grand, demi. So you're not letting up that pressure in your quads. Press those heels together. Engage that core. Stay tall for 8, 7, 6. You're awesome. You've got this. 5. So close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Stay on your toes if you can. Walk those feet even closer together. Squeeze the thighs together. Work on your balance. You could try lifting one arm up. Try lifting the other arm up for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those feet down. Awesome, strong finish. Let's come to the floor for our core work. All right, what do we have down here? Setting out your mat. Ah, yes, let's start with a plank. Start with an elbow plank. So elbows down on the mat. You can be on your knees or on your toes. And, actually, let's be on our hands for this. Let's do a little variation. Hands right under your shoulders, knees or toes. We're going to bring this foot up, step it back. Other foot up, step it back. So our goal here is to maintain those hips parallel to the mat. You're really messing with the alignment of your leg And that wants to move your hip to compensate, but we are working on our hip mobility. So that means putting that movement into the hip joint instead of rocking the whole pelvic girdle and spine. Touch and back, step and back, step and back, step and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just come here and hold this stretch. This is less of an exercise and more of a stretch. Extend that head up. Feel the nice stretch on the inner thigh and the hip joint. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, other side. Feel this stretch strong through both hands. Nice elongation through the body for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can sit up, roll your wrists. Let's come to seated and do a clamshell boat. So you can have your hands on the floor, fingertips pointing toward your toes, or you can have your hands up. Feet can be on the floor or lifted. We're going to have a bent knee and just open into a clamshell here. Clamshell. So keeping the feet together, opening up those knees, tall, straight spine. Put your hands down on the mat if you feel like your spine is curving too much. Engaged lower core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap out, in, tap, 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 and tap. Again, feet can be on the mat, tapping out, whatever variation is working for you. Tap for 4, tap, 3, tap, 2, tap, last one, and tap. Hug the knees, lay back, rock side to side. Really good. Okay, let's do a hip crossover. So palms to the mat, feet, legs extended. You might want to spread your hands a little. We're going to lift up one leg, tap that toe out. Lift the other, tap the toe out. Trying to keep the head and shoulders down on the mat, engaging the core, tap. So this is both hip mobility and spinal mobility. Tap, tap. So if you are comfortable here and feel like you're getting a nice stretch and a little bit of work, stay here. Otherwise, we can lift that head and chest up off the mat, still trying to keep the head. Oh, I forgot to move the coffee table out of the way. And shoulders parallel to the ceiling, but with the added challenge of not having the floor as a reference point. Tap, tap for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up, knees flat, reach, 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 reach. Little crunch here. We have our knees at more than a 90-degree angle. Feet are still flat on the floor, but normally we'd be closer like this. Let's have a little distance there, a little extension. Crunch, crunch, crunch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting up, let's do one last exercise here in our hip mobility series before we come to our stretch. Bird dog position, Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and let's come into a fire hydrant, lifting that bent leg to the side, maintaining hips parallel to the floor, not opening toward that side. Lift, 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 lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Lift, lift. Nice, good alignment. Adjusting to the other side, keeping those hips parallel. Nice straight spine. Lifting your core from below for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, push back to child's pose. Let's start our stretch here. Let's start with knees together, feet together. Reaching those hands out, spreading the fingers. And now let's open the leg to the mat for a frog pose. So knees at the edge of the mat, heels at the edge of the mat, feet open. Push back into this frog pose. Feel that stretch on your inner thigh, in your hips and your glutes. You can widen your knees if you feel like you can get a little more stretch going here. And you can bring your toes together if this is too intense. And coming back to hands and knees. Let's stand up, feet wide, toes pointing slightly inward. So feet are parallel, if not more. Palms down on the mat, let that head hang down. Put a little weight into your hands and roll forward on your feet so that the weight in your feet is in the balls of your feet. Your whole foot is still on the mat, but moving a little forward to bring the stretch to the back of our legs. That hamstring as much as the inner thigh. Rolling forward as much as you can. That stretch. Come in. Now rolling back. Hands on hips. Slowly roll up. Head last. One arm across the body. Get a good stretch in that shoulder. And switch arms. And coming to your power second position, feet super wide. Inhale, exhale into your plie. Inhale up, exhale. Coming down one more time, inhale. And exhale. Take your curtsy. Thank you so much for joining me today for class. I hope that you are staying dry on this rainy day. And I will see you again next week.
Thank you.